Uh, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Edakas Daniel. I'm here with my friend.
Okay, to Daniel.
Okay, Daniel.
Yes.
Now, Daniel, you're a student of literature and film, uh, and there's a topic in that course unit, which is film production. Yeah. What is film production about?
Well, thank you so much, Daniel. That is a very good question. Now, with the film production, what I can tell you about film production, it is creating of a film or a movie from the concept up to the final production stage. And when I talk of the concept, that is developing ideas to get it up to the final stage of film production. That's just the definition of film production. And in that process of coming up with the ideas, you're going to involve very many professionals to get it. So these professionals are going to be like the directors. You're going to have the writers. You're going to have the actors and actresses. You're actually going to have the producers. You're going to have the cinematographers. You get it? Then you're also going to have, now the last part is going to be post-production stage. You get it? So if you do that, you're going to have
The
uh,
post-production team,
uh-huh.
the team that will
Post-production.
distribute.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, okay.
So that is a process. But of course, in that process of film production, we have stages that are supposed to go through. And the first stage that is supposed to go through is development stage. You get it? You have some idea about development stage.
Uh, Development stage is the first stage
Yeah, true.
a movie should undergo.
True.
And when you look at development stage, we look at the first one is coming up with the
With the
idea.
ideas.
Ideally, before you even begin thinking of producing it or shooting,
Yeah.
you must have the idea first.
The idea.
What is the idea?
Behind the film production.
Are you going to have a movie to warn? Are you going to have a movie alluded to a certain event, maybe a genocide, maybe a civil war?
Very true.
What are you intending to communicate? That is the idea.
So the next thing is screen writing or script writing.
Script
You
writing.
get it? So under script writing, you're going to come up with a what? A particular scene that is written. You get. That's why the other time I was telling you that you should have the professionals, and these people are trained to what? To write a what? To write the script.
So
or
to
a
produce a
particular scene.
movie, there must be a writer
There must
of
be
the
a
script.
writer of the what?
A script that will be followed by the actors
Very
as
true.
they are shooting the movie.
Then the next thing is funding. You get it? You need to have the money. Remember, you're going to hire these persons, maybe from a far place. You have to transport them. You're going to buy for them the what? The costumes, the clothes that are going to rest in. You get it? Then, of course, you also need to facilitate them, give them some token. You get it?
Food as well.
Food as well. So that is funding as well. So basically, that is about what? Development stage.
So there should be funds.
Then the next stage is pre-production stage. That is before production. You get it? So under pre-production stage, you're going to have the casting. Now the casting here involves
Casting is the selection of
selection of
the actors and actresses.
You get it?
And the selection should be based on the quality.
The quality. Under casting, I would just want to give you an example. Let's say you want a particular actor to behave like a mad person. You get it? So there should be some element of madness in that person. You get it? Maybe you want someone to behave like a doctor.
A doctor.
You get it? That person is supposed to behave like a doctor. You get it?
So you must get a character, a person that has the qualities of a doctor
Very
to
true.
act that particular part of the doctor.
Very true.
Okay.
So that is under casting. Still under pre-production. Then there is also selection of the location. Maybe you want to shoot your film in the forest. So you should also go and look for a particular forest because there is some idea behind that. You get it?
Maybe in the script
Maybe.
there is some forest somewhere as a setting.
yeah,
Therefore, the movie should be shot in the forest.
In the forest.
So there should also be that team that looks for the places, suitable places according to the script.
Very true. Then the next thing is budgeting. Yeah, the money you have bought in.
Now that you have the
Supposed to
funds,
allocate. You get allocate maybe transport.
how much goes to
Costume,
transport, how much
costume.
will go to costumes,
Costume, how much is going to be in writing,
Okay.
materials, you get it?
hiring of
Hiring
the
of,
actors,
actors. Yeah, that is still
money for adverts.
adverts like that.
Okay.
So that is budgeting. Then after that, the last thing is going to be what? Rehearsal. You're supposed to rehearse.
Still under
Still under pre-production,
pre-production
yeah.
stage.
Before production, this is pre-production stage. Yeah? So you have to rehearse, and the importance of rehearsal is to be effective. You get in what you're trying to act. You get it. So that is rehearsal stage. Then we shall go to the next one. That is a production stage.
Production stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about the first stage is development stage, the second one is pre-production stage, and then the third one is production.
Production stage.
That is now coming up with a what? With a movie. So you get it?
Okay.
So under production, there is what we call filming.
Yeah. So filming is now the capturing of the scenes according to the script. Now that you wrote the script and you prepared well, there is that particular time of now capturing the scenes or capturing the shooting itself. That is the first stage of production, the first level of
And
production
I'm looking
stage.
at that stage, it may involve the cinematographers, you get it? It may involve the directors, you get it? Yeah, so that is that point.
So
And
under the capturing of the scenes according to the script, that is now real shooting.
Real shooting.
It involves again many other things.
Many other
involving
things.
now the movements of the camera,
Very true. The angles,
the film angles,
the shots,
shots, and
and
also
you're supposed to also have a particular theory that is going to be behind the what? Capture.
that is now film production theory.
Very true.
There must be a theory behind the production.
Behind the production.
I understand now.
So the next one is managing the logistics. You get how you're going to manage it to make the film become smooth. I mean, to make the actual shooting become to run actually
smoothly.
You get it? So this can be managed by, is it the directors? Yeah,
So-
the director.
Under this stage, the directors have a bigger role to play
Very true.
to make sure that the movie or the shooting runs according to the script.
According to the script.
Where there is need to laugh, people have to laugh.
very
Where there is need to sleep, people have to
sleep.
People have to sleep.
And
I
you
understand.
should hear someone draws in the bed, where maybe there should be some communication on the phone. There should be the ringtone of the phone. You get it?
Yes.
So that's supposed to be done by the producer,
The
to
producer.
managing the entire system. Then the next thing is recording the sound system.
This is under still the stage of production.
Production. Of course, now we want to come up with a film.
The film.
So that should be recording of the sound system. What particular sound do you think, like if you?
So what you mean definitely that under this film production, if in the script there was a ringing phone, at this particular moment we need a phone to ring to produce a specific sound. If there was sleeping, at least there is need for a character to snore to demonstrate that there is real and actual sleeping. Okay, I
Maybe there is some
understand.
particular dialogue between
And
the two characters. I mean, actors or actresses
should also be captured
captured.
Okay.
So that is under production.
under production.
Then after that, now we are going to post-production stage. Post-production stage. What comes at the back of your brain?
That is now after shooting.
After
That is
shooting.
now after shooting.
So after shooting, where we're going to have the process of editing. You get it?
So what you mean, after you have, remember, during the shooting was in parts. There
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
certain scene
true.
that was shot from maybe in another setting, and another scene that was maybe shoot from the forest. Now the post-production stage
So
enables now the
bring
bringing together
yeah.
of these scenes to make
One
now
to
a
this
complete
together, one to make it flow, you
product.
get it? To make it flow, that is post-production. So number one is what? Editing. You get it? Then the next thing is visual effect. Visual effect.
Now that the entire piece is being emerged, there should be lights being added. That is now done by the video editor.
Yeah, true.
Now in the computer. Yes.
And by the way, remember, a particular light communicates. You get it? Maybe there's a dim light, it shows something. Is it sorrow, something like that?
Okay.
Yeah, a particular light that you're going to add in there communicates.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the next thing that we talk about is sound design. Sound design is supposed to be there in the post. Remember, you're making the entire production now to make it be smoothly produced. You get it? So there should be sound design. And sound design here, it's like adjusting the visual tone and color effect. You get it?
Okay. So when you look at also sound design itself, like during the editing of the video, at times there is need to bring in a certain tone or a certain music played. Maybe when the actor was moving, quietly moving. So there is that particular moment, the video editor has to bring in a specific music
Just
to
imagine,
fit
let's
the
say
scene.
your film is about, let's say love, you get it?
Love,
There are
yes.
some particular actors making love, you get it? So that you should also play
Certain sound playing at the background.
At the background.
So this is the time the post production stage
post-production
is
stage.
supposed to be brought in.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The general process of editing
To make the piece complete.
very true.
Okay.
So that is about post-production stage,
Post production stage.
and that is stage number 4.
Okay.
Remember there are 5 stages, okay?
I
Then the
like
last stage here is distribution and marketing.
Okay. Now that the entire piece has been completed. Yes, the entire piece has been completed.
Yes.
And now it is supposed to be dispatched.
Yeah.
And therefore, there is that particular moment before you dispatch it to the public. This video or this film should be premiered. Launched. Should be launched to the public. Now officially launched to the public.
That aspect of launching.
Yes, for public consumption.
There are things that you're going to call the entire persons to come and witness.
Certain maybe a certain hall should be hired, and then some invitations are made to invite some the audience to come in, and then the video is officially launched to the public, and then yes, that is under the distribution and marketing.
And then now releasing it.
Releasing it now to the libraries, to the theaters. Okay. To maybe TV channels. Okay.
Very true. Then you can also promote it. But who is supposed to be the promoter?
The promoter of the film, according to me, should be one, also the promotion director. Yes, we also have the promotion director. We must also have the marketing manager. They should be in position to move to different channels, use different social media platforms like TikTok, WhatsApp to promote this particular. Yes.
It's just a process of making it known to the public.
Or maybe produce short videos and then distribute it to social media platforms to promote. Okay.
So Daniel, I think after going through all the stages, you're going to come up with
a complete movie. Okay. And then please don't forget, because if a movie is made, it must generate income. After,
very true.
Yes, after production,
you see,
marketing,
you cannot
it must
right
generate.
from the first up to the last and you fail to get them. You need to have
some money generated from that piece.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Daniel, for that discussion. I believe you talked of a specific stage, that is film production, and you talked about shooting. And in shooting, you talked about camera movements, you talked about film angles, and also talked about the theories
that informs that
of film production. So we have a feeling that it will be discussed
obviously
immediately. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Daniel,
for
your time.
Film theories. I want to define what film theories are. Film theories are ways in which we analyze cinema using different lenses, each with its own unique insights. Perhaps there are a number of theories that are behind our film production. I may not exhaust all, but to begin with the structuralism theory. This theory mainly is underlying structures that shape a film in recurring themes, in motifs and patterns, and all these motifs, these recurring themes, help us to understand the film better. They help us to get the message in the film much better. That is the structuralism theory. The second theory is the screen theory. The screen theory analyzes messages that cannot represent reality. In other words, this creates situations that are similar to the audience. They're actually similar to the audience's experiences, but then the people portraying that out could not be exactly going through what they were portraying at that moment of the shot. The other theory is the apparatus theory. This theory examines the reality. It reflects the reality of whatever is portrayed in a film. And every element has what? A meaning. And the third theory I want to talk about is the feminist theory. The feminist theory shows us, it analyzes to us how women are portrayed in film. This talks about the power dynamics, and it challenges the concept of male girls, or girls, I believe, I guess so. I need to be corrected. And then the other theory is the queer theory. This queer theory examines how sexuality, and gender identity are represented in film and challenges traditional depictions. I believe that is the third. The other theory I want to talk about is the formalism theory. This formalism theory focuses on how a film's technical elements, like the editing, the sound, the camera shots, and much more. It is concerned with how those elements, the editing, the lighting, the sound, the camera shots, how they impact the viewers. For now, basically that is what I have on film theory. Thank you.
My name is Richard, and on my right we have Gladys, and on my left we have straight away we are going to be presenting on the shots and their uses. To begin with, in filmmaking, shots are simply the way in which scenes are framed and captured by the camera. There are different types of shots and they serve various purposes. For starters, shots can be used to establish the setting of the film. They can also be used to convey emotion, or they can be used to give a particular detail. Looking at the shots, we have quite a variety of them, and they come with specific uses. I would like to take the opportunity to give the chance to my colleague on my left to start by sharing with us a few of the examples of shots and their uses. Then we shall continue from her.
Thank you so much, Richard, for the opportunity. We have basically very many types of shots, and I'm going to talk about the extreme close-up shot. Extreme close-up shot focuses on a specific details such as the eyes, the lips, or the nose. Its effect is used for intense emotional moments or to highlight important details, to create a sense of unease. Another one can be the close-up. The close-up shot. Close-up shot frames the subject's face or the upper body. It's used to capture the emotions, reactions, or to emphasize important details. Then the other one can be the medium shots. Medium shots capture the subject from the waist up. It's also used to show the character's body language. Thank you so much. I will take it back to the host, that is Richard.
Yes, that was brilliant from Doreen, and I would like to hear more from our colleague who's on my right, Gladys. Let's join in.
Thank you so much. I want to host, that is Richard. I'm glad to take you through more examples of shots. I am going to talk about media medium long shot. It can also be called medium full shot. This one frames the subject from the knees up, and it is used, and this one is used to show characters movement. We also have long shot, and with the long shot, it shows the subject from the distance. And this is used to establish a sequence, to establish a scene, to show a character's relationship with their environment. Then I also have extreme long shot. You realize that extreme long shot is almost related to long shot, but extreme long shot is at least further compared to long shot. So for this one, it frames the character, it captures the character or the subject from a very far distance. So it is used then to establish a scene, to show a character's isolation, or to capture a grand landscape. Thank you so much. I would like to take us back to our host, Richard.
Wow, that was quite brilliant and elaborate. Those are the different types of shots. However, there are some more which we would like to touch on. We also have the over-the-top shot. This one is the one which is superimposes on the characters. Actually, this one gives us what the character is doing in their mind. Thereby, it immerses with the members in the audience through the mind of the character who is in action. This one we commonly say it when a character is absorbed through recollection or reminiscent of the past. They are able to take us back maybe to a certain sweet moment or a certain bitter moment that they experienced. That one is a shot which is not the actual shooting at the time, but it's actually replay on the character's mind. We also have the one type of a shot which is called over the shoulder. This one is usually when we have more than one subject that we are shooting, and in this one a camera is put behind the shoulder of the other character to show us the other character. This one is important in enabling us to come across the conversation or the interaction between the characters, and sometimes their body language also can be viewed through the over-the-shoulder shot. And then we have a shot which is called two shots, two as in capturing two characters when they appear on the same frame. This one is important in showing the character relations and also interaction. And lastly, we have what we call a group shot. This one captures multiple characters, and it is used to show conversation, interaction between several characters, and it develops in us a sense of community as we view and follow the film. So ladies and gentlemen, we would like to bring the curtain to a close. That's all about the camera shots that we use in filming. Thank you.
We are going to define what camera angle is. Now, camera angle refers to the position and perspective of the camera in relation to the subject or scene being filmed. They are used to create a specific visual composition, convey emotion, and guide the viewer's attention. Now, we have different types of camera angles, and today we are going to look at 5 of them. Now, to begin with, we have over-the-shoulder camera angle. Now, over-the-shoulder camera angle, the camera is always positioned behind one character's shoulder, looking at the other. Supposing you have two characters who are conversing,
the camera is going to be placed behind one person's shoulder to show that there's a conversation taking place between these two people. Now, I want to give an example of over-the-shoulder camera in the film Hotel Rwanda, where Paul was trying to converse with the hotel general about the people who had come to stay at the hotel. The camera was placed behind the shoulder of so that there was some engagement conversation. Now, number two, we have the point of view. The point of view angle, the camera shows what a character is seeing from his own perspective. Now, it is used to show what a character is seeing and experiencing. Now, this is seen when Paul encountered the massacred villagers, and he felt so bad. From his perspective, he was really feeling bad for himself. That is, his point of view was sympathy. And the third one is the high angle shots. The high angle shots, it captured the subject from a high angle, often emphasizing vulnerability. Now, this is done to make the character appear so vulnerable. Now, the same Hotel Rwanda, when the refugees first came to the hotel, they were so vulnerable, and the camera was put high to show how weak and vulnerable they were. So thank you so much for listening to me. I want to hand you over to my friend. Viola, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. As I had introduced myself earlier, I'm Atagla Viola, a student at Chambogo University. I will continue from where she has stopped, and I will talk about the fourth film angle, which is the extreme wrong shot. The extreme wrong shot captures the subject from great distance, often showing the environment. The importance of extreme wrong shot is to establish the environment, providing context and setting of the tone for the scene. Yeah, it can also be used to show the landscape, its nature, such as the mountains, deserts, and the cities. It also establishes the environment, providing the context, setting, and the tone for the scene. If you have ever watched the film, which is entitled "Where Are You Going? Where Have You Been?", there are certain scenes where the shoot of extreme long was used. For example, when another friend arrives at Connie's house, the camera uses the extreme long shot to show his car pulling up, creating a sense of foreboding. Not only that, there's also this scene when Connie is escaping. When Connie runs away from her house to meet a friend, the camera uses the extreme long shot to show her running down the streets, emphasizing her desire for freedom. I'll talk about the film angle, which is medium long shot. Medium long shot is when the camera frames the subject from the waist or the knee upwards, emphasizing body language. Its importance is to convey the emotions of the character through their facial expressions and body language.